Hello, my name is John Hammock, and I'm a developer evangelist for Splice Machine. In this video, we're going to look at setting up the Splice Machine Standalone Community Edition. To do this, we'll consider one very important key prerequisite, which is the Java Home Environment variable. This one seems to be where a lot of folks get stuck. Getting this right can also make things easier for you if you ever need to install other Java-based services, including HBase, Kafka, Hadoop, Prometheus, or even the Elk stack. So we hope you'll find that part more generally useful. After our prerequisites, which you can find the blog linked in the description, and our Java Home are set up, then our actual Splice Machine setup is a breeze. So for this video, we're going to focus on the Mac, but the commands to download, unzip, and start Splice Machine are the same on all Unix-based platforms. For all the prerequisites for Splice Machine Community Standalone Edition, again, you can find the blog post linked in the description of this video. There you can find all code, command line, and configuration settings for Mac as well as Ubuntu and Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Just copy and paste. So after our prerequisites are set up, we need to check if our Java Home variable is set. So the way to do that, as I have already done here, is to try to echo Java Home. Now, if it returns nothing, that means the variable isn't set. Now, what would I need to do to find out what should be there is I would type user libexec, and this is on the Mac, Java Home. And you can learn how to do this for other platforms in the blog linked in the description. And this returns this string to where my JDK 1.8 was installed. And this setting was set up actually when I installed the JDK. Well, I want to get this into my bash profile so that it shows up on my command line. So I'm going to open my bash profile in the text editor here. I prefer to use Nano. You can, of course, use Vim or whichever profile you like. Let's go to our bash profile, and we're doing sudo, so we need to enter a password. Oops. Let's try this again. I forgot to put nano there. My bad. So we do sudo nano, and we see that actually it's not there, right? So we need to get that. We need to get that setting. And we can actually, instead of typing that entire string that was returned, we can simply type in the path that we used when we were searching for that string. So let's get that path. We're just going to get it. I'm going to pull this out of a document that I already have, and I'm just going to paste that in here. And now my Java Home is there. So if I Control X, it's going to ask me to write out to the file, and of course I say yes. Great, and we clear this, and we go source bash profile. And this actually loads that profile into my current bash, right? So now, if I echo Java Home, I'm going to see that it actually returns the path to my JDK. So that's great. Now for Mac, the only other prerequisite I would need is rlwrap. And if I have Homebrew installed, it would simply be a matter of brew install rlwrap. And again, for the other Linux platforms, you can find all of these prerequisites, specific settings to those, linked in the description. Now, if we go over to the download step, that's going to be our next step. I'm going to www.splicemachine.com, get-started /download. So that's www.splicemachine.com/get-started/download. And I go to that, and this takes me to this landing page, in which I've already filled in. Now, if I click submit, it's going to take me to the next page. We're going to load that page. Okay, it's telling me there's a problem. Okay, I forgot to put my country, so I'm going to enter the country and my state, which is California. And now I hit submit, and it should work just fine. Takes a minute to load. Now, you see I have this download Splice Machine link. If we click that, of course, it automatically downloads the file. But what might be more interesting as a developer is if I simply right click and I say copy link, and I go over to my command line. If I use a wget command with this, now if I ever need to download this in the future, I can simply bypass the form. Probably don't want to fill that form more than once. If you're a developer, you need to download it again, or you want a scripted download, you can simply use the wget command, and when we hit enter, that's going to start to load. So we're gonna give that a few minutes to load. I'm gonna pause the video while it's downloading. I'm gonna start it back up again when we've got our binary. So see you in a minute. Great, and now that I've downloaded, I can unzip the file. So let's grab the name of the file here. Looks like we have this one here. Let's copy this. And let's do tar minus xzf, and the name of our binary here. We're going to paste that, enter, and it looks like we've unzipped that. So we can simply cd into a newly created directory called Splice Machine. Should work with a tab, right? Splice Machine. And we're actually going to run the batch file that actually starts Splice Machine as well. So if we go here, we're just going to put the two commands together. We're going to cd into Splice Machine, and we're going to start it. So let's hit enter. And it's going to start Zoo, it's going to start Kafka. It's now starting our region server as well. And I'm going to pause the video for a moment while it starts the database service. So now that we've got Splice Machine started, we're going to start our interactive shell, and we're going to run a quick sanity check. So let's do that real quick. In our Splice Machine directory, we have a bin directory here. Actually, let's see what's in here. So we have our bin directory, and within our bin directory, we have our SQL shell. So let's start that. And if we run that, we're going to see that that opens a Splice command prompt. Now we want to check that Splice is running and do a quick sanity check. We can simply try the show tables command to make a list of our system tables. And as we can see, it shows us those system tables, and we are basically good to go. We do hope that you found these instructions helpful, whatever your Java service happens to be. Now that you're ready to start working with Splice Machine, in the description we have the link to our documentation, as well as our tutorials, and we welcome any questions or comments on our forum or Slack channel within the Splice Machine community. So if you have more questions or would like to see a demo of our system, feel free to reach out to us at info@splicemachine.com. Thank you very much for your time.